Good afternoon, guys. How are you guys doing? Good, good. I heard there's an after party after this. So between the after party and this, you have me. So bear with me. The last section, you guys will be having fun. So today I will be talking about how do you guys turn customer data into revenues by connecting offline and online journeys, which is also known as the OMO. A little bit background about our company. So we are a customer experience consulting tech firm from Japan. It's been around for 20 years, serving across different countries, different markets, including Japan, Taiwan, China, and Southeast Asia. So we are served across different industries, including retail, FMCG brands, financial institutions, bankings, insurance companies, fintechs, and many more industries. So I'd like to start off with a question by asking you guys, like, how much do you think the brand or you guys really know about the customers? As in knowing the context behind why they buy, why they shop, and all this thing. Can you take a guess? 60%, 70%? Any numbers? Can you give me numbers? Right, so the truth is, brands only see and only know about 20 to 30% of how their customer actually interacting with their brands, right? So the rest of it is actually hidden in many touch points. The marketplaces, Shopee, Lazada, social ads, the offline stores, the events, the CRM, the WhatsApp and post system, all these are not being connected, right? So that means, what happens if you only see 20% or 30% of your customers, right? That means you don't really have a full context of what they want. And there's a risk of 70% for the brand to make the wrong decision, to sell to the customers, to send the wrong marketing messages, the wrong communications to the brand. So this is a typical customer buying journey in today's world, right? So based on the research, a customer typically interact at least 7 times before they make any purchase. So customer can go from offline to online and back to offline again. So as you can see, between these channels, there are many, many different touch points the customer will interact. So they might see an ad from the billboards, they see your Facebook ads, they see your TikTok ads online, then they do some research online, they browse on Google, they go to the website, they play around, then they go back to offline stores to try the shoes, maybe, then go back online and buy again, and then they compare the prices on marketplaces. So as you can see, all these different touch points has many different data points, which are meaningful, but how much of the brand actually capturing it, right? And the truth is, most of the brand right now, they are treating these 2 channels separately. Online is one channel, and then offline is another channel. So this means there's a very inconsistent customer experience because customers don't shop in a linear way in today's world. They shop in all these different channels. Right, so based on a survey done by PwC, about 73% of the customers say that experience alone is the key factor in purchasing decisions. Right, about 52% say that they will switch to a competitor brand just because if they face a very bad experience. 80% of the customers, they are more likely to buy if there's any personalized engagement to the customers. So competition has really shifted from being traffic focused to more on customer experience. Right? In the past, brands tend to spend a lot of money buying Facebook ads, buying TikTok ads just to get the traffic to the funnel and then go to the website, they buy. But there's a problem, right? This channel is actually one-way transactional relationship with the customers. There's no retention, there's no loyalty. Customers buy because of the cheaper price, whatever, they come back, there's no comeback, right? And then today's world, brands, the winning brands actually focus more on first-party data, right? They build a relationship with the customers. So they get a very personalized marketing experience, they deliver better customer experience, and hence, better retentions. As a result, more sales. So how do we deliver a very good customer experience? There are 2 kinds of data that we can look at, right? On the left side, we have this called O data, which is also known as the operation and transactional data. Basically tells you what customer has bought. right? The online transaction, the offline transactions, the membership data. And on the right-hand side, we have X data, which is basically tells you why they buy it, experiential data. There are a few phases of the data ownership. What we call this 4 levels. So on the most left, we have level 1, where the brand only have like basic operation data. Let's say the order data, the transaction data. On level 2, brands started to have a little bit of the behavior data. So I'll give you an example, right? The brand might have an e-commerce store. Then they have a separate CRM or membership system sitting in different places. But these two systems, they are not talking to each other. Right, and then level 3, a brand started to have a bit connections with the different tools, like the membership and the e-commerce stores. But some behaviors, some touch points are still missing. For example, they couldn't understand what the customer is doing offline, the events, the offline POS. And level 4 is where a brand can actually achieve what we call this full OMO experience, where the O data and X data combine, both online and offline. So from our experience, most brands, most retail brands especially, they are currently in level 2 and level 3. So the future is of commerce is neither online nor offline. It's actually connected. You cannot treat these two channels separately. You have to treat it as one channel and implement different strategies to actually sell to your customers. And why is OMO, which is online merge offline, is important? By combining this, all this data together, right? So with this model, you are able to achieve a full OMO experience where you can gain insight both online and offline touchpoints. You get higher retentions, you get a better engagement, and the best is you can deliver very personalized one-to-one customer experience at scale. If you have 1 million members, imagine that every single one of these members receive different contents. So based on our past experience dealing with many retail brands and customers, OMO customers are actually 5 times more valuable than one-channel customers. So you got to think of how do you bring the customer browsing, shopping from just purely online, back then to spend offline as well, and then vice versa. So I'm going to be sharing some of the OMO use cases and case study that we have done for some of the brands. So this use case here is one of the examples that we have done. So as you can see, that's actually a journey that we have designed for the customers. So what we do is we do a regular scheduling, and then we find out and segment out customer that has purchased at a specific physical stores in the last 90 days. And then we send a very personalized marketing messages to this group of people. From the marketing messages, we also track the interaction and response from this group of people, whether they click, whether they buy, whether they drop off, whether they respond to any of the messages. And then we put a label on them. All these different labels, we also do further retargeting and engagement afterwards. So this simple journey alone, we help the brands to increase about 40 cents in offline repurchase for a certain product. And that also means about 100 plus ROAS that we have helped the brands to generate. So this is another example of the OMO use case. So we run a daily schedule, and then we segment out customers that has not purchased in the last 150 days. And then we do second segmentation where we find out which of the customers are actually just buying online in the last 150 days. And then those only shop offline. And also the third group is those shop both online and offline. So all these 3 different groups, we send very personalized marketing messages to them respectively, and then do further retargeting. So this simple journey alone, we help them to generate about 22,000 in a single month in a single channel. So that means about 54 ROAS. This one is one of the brand that we have helped, one of the case study. We helped them to increase 89% in ROAS by using OMO strategies. So basically, it's a FMCG brand in Taiwan. They sell body, hair products, and home products. So this brand, they have 2 challenges. So number 1 is they have a lot of data, but the data is actually scattered across many different systems, many platforms. That means it's very hard for them to see a complete customer journey of the customers. The second one is the online and offline journey they're broken. it's very hard for them to understand the behavior of the customers between these two channels. So what we do is, first thing we do is actually we collect all this data, the O data and X data, into our system. We unify all the data into one place. We are able to track the last purchase, the order value, the demographic of the customers, and then we then send very personalized content by targeting the new customers and the existing customer on different strategies. So let me share with you some of the strategies that we help them to implement. So this first one is when the customers go to the stores, we have a QR code in the stores. So we ask the customer to scan the QR code. By scanning the QR code, they get a promo code, a discount code. And then our system will put a label and text on those customers that has received the codes, but had not redeemed yet. And then we send a reminder to this group of customers. In the end, we want to drive them and lead this customer to buy and redeem the code, either online or offline. So strategy 2 is we want to drive offline sales during a certain campaign period. So what we do is we segment out, we find out from the data point, customers that has previously completed any online purchase in the last certain period of time. And then we identify those customers, choose a specific pickup areas or delivery areas, and then we send a very relevant stores, vouchers and discounts to this group of people. We don't blast to entire membership. We only blast to this group of particular customers group. So this customer actually visited these new stores or offline events to redeem the offers. And then as a result, it boosts their offline sales during this period. So the same framework and strategies can be applied to different industries. So this one is actually one of our clients where they are a global, well-known sport brand, where we help them to drive purchases and cross-selling to their customers through online and offline. So as you can see, the similar strategies, like if they browse online but did not complete transaction, we direct them to the stores to complete the browsing, and then, or if they add to cart but have not purchased, we redirect them to the customer service to actually understand what's stopping them from completing the purchase. Or the other hand, if the customer purchased something offline, the interaction, the relationship is not ended there, right? So we upsell them to buy something online. Let's say a customer is buying a basketball shoes. He bought something offline, but we upsell, we send a very personalized, like 2 days later, would you want to buy a basketball jersey, for example, online? 20% off. So that actually helped them to increase more sales. All right, so just want to share some of the personalization and practical OMO tips that brand can start without investing heavily in any tools. So first thing is, the most simple thing is try to capture the customer data at the post level, like ask for the email, ask for the phone number, and then give them points or vouchers, whatever. Just try to collect that first party data. And second thing is you can do is actually from your customer database, try to segment out into 3 different segments. The new customers, the high value customers, and churn risk customers. That means those customers has not been coming back for long time, right? So this segmentation alone is enough for you to unlock certain retention revenues. And the last one you can do is create a 3 parts of a win-back calendar. So what you can do is first group of customers that has not purchased in the last 30 days, send them a small reminder. Hey, Joe, why don't you come back to check out this deal? Or the second group is those customer has not come back for about 60 days. Showcase some new arrivals or new promotion to this group. And the last one is what we consider the sleeping or dead customers where they kind of like went missing, right? Give them some good deal, like buy one, free one, or 50% off for the first transaction if they come back. So this alone will help you to activate or recover at least 10 to 20% sleeping customers. And this strategy is actually being proven by us. We have used this kind of strategy for many of our brands in overseas. So the takeaway here is actually most brands, they don't lack of data. There's a lot of data points actually, offline, online, all the different software and different tools. But the brand lack of the ability to make sense of data and turn it into revenue. So this is also actually what we do at our company. We have a platform, a solution called a customer data platform where we unify all the data points from offline, online, all data, X data into one place. so that the brand can have a 360 view of the customer profile and then do a very personalized engagement and targeting. Right, what we do is very simple, 3 phases. On the most left is what I have just explained. We combine all the old data, the post system, the e-commerce data, the CRM, the membership, and also the X data, the feedbacks, what they do on the website, what they browse, what they do at the offline source. Did they interact with your QR codes? Did they attend certain events? All these information is being stored and into our system. So what we do next is actually doing the data unification so that the brand has a 360 view of the customer. The last thing we do is actually marketing automation. So whatever marketing automation you are doing, if the data is not clean and organized, there's no point to do so much of the marketing automations because it's not really personalized and the experience is not consistent. So we have done with some of the brands like Levi's is our clients, Playmate, which is a big fashion brand in overseas, and Versuni, which is also an affiliate of the Philips. They sell electronics products. So all these brands have one common pain points where they have a lot of data points, offline, online, retail store, e-commerce, it's all scattered around. So what we help them to do is actually connect all the data points and then help them to deliver very personalized marketing campaigns. Right, so that's all my sharing today. I'll help you guys learn something. If you'd like to connect, please look out for me outside. This is my LinkedIn if you'd like to connect. Thank you, guys.